championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At the 45, on his way. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. The sure hands. It's Marsh. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He rifles one deep down the right side. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
They just keep firing. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fit it in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him, and nobody's close. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. Makes it past the marker. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time.
Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking to scramble. Blasted as he lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Michigan. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back.
Breaks free in the middle. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Cappelletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State to put your name on that list.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room, it's Hawkins. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got the first down and more. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to add another. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight simple. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. Looking to throw for it. Right on the money. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They'll go up top on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up.
There he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Here's a heat. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touch pass on the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bray. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with... They're going to test the right side with this one. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sake.
Oh, he wants it all. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass. Slings it. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Martin.
Nah, should be, but...
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big noise.
Yeah, that shit was OD, bro. I'm like, nah, I can't even front. Like, these niggas is violent right now.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. That pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate.
Yeah, I was watching that, and I'm like, yo, these niggas can't break it, man. Defense is crazy.
It's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That was insane.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
Pulls it in. It's Bray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Looking left.
Thank you, because how the fuck is he getting so open?
Before he wanted to, the defense put the heat on.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal.
I was supposed to do that.
This time.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
That's my fault for knowing the blitz is coming. Still.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
The Magic doing their thing. No funny shit.
Leaves it with the running backs. Turning it on. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on 1st and 2nd down, and then you have a breakdown.
Worst version is crazy.
The defense has got to be better the next time they're facing that situation.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Tosses it.
Bro.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Remember, they missed missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will give them the lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
That shit out your hands.
Going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield. It's Underwood. Quarterback adapting.
Give me that! The Phillips, yeah. What's this, Cincinnati? One of the.
Into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
I gotta develop the blocks for me, bro. What we doing?
Sends the offense back onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, he'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like,
I seen that.
Get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
It's about time, though.
On the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass.
Thank you, cause like, that's my fault for. I know what he wants to do.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game,
It's getting me tight. I'm watching him do what he want to do.
They have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout.
I could have just kept going, and I panicked.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving.
Fuck!
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back.
It's my fault because I'm letting this nigga do the shit. And oh my gosh, it's getting me tight.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play.
Bro, I'm fucking up. That's me. It's the same read again. It's not nice. And oh, it's getting me tight.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing it, and he gets it off right here. Just a split second too late. Didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing and making a play down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
This shit is, I keep like, oh my gosh.
Trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
I know what the nigga wants to do. Mid-blitz, mid-blitz, mid-blitz. And in key situations, I'm just not blocking my running back.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Gray. Gets it to the
Shit is ass, bro. Because we got away with some lucky shits early in the game that...
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Brink. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the move, it's Brink. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Dumps it to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's on the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big...
And he'll step into the end zone. Wolverines. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have it.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on
Be
the
up
heat
17
and
sticks to point of that.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on.
Because I funny when they up this big. Because I said before, bro.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. That's caught. It's Hawkins.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That's reeled in. It's James. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to
breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. He wants to throw it again. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And
I had to lead too.
Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Okay, you have a 2-score advantage here, so while you want to be aggressive, David, don't hand them a cheap one.
Dang right. I'm not being reckless. I can still be aggressive, but a punt is not the worst thing, Jesse, in this situation in the 4th quarter.
You're right, David. You don't want to be reckless. So as a play caller here, let's dial up some things you know your quarterback sees well in the passing game.
On the direct snap, it's Briggs. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside kid.
Why would you hit him forward? What a bunch of idiots.
First at the